Hello, hello, hello. So we are back to work on Thomas Siegel's load order. Unfortunately, as I'm sure a lot of you know, working on your load order, maintaining a load order is very much a moving target. And now we know that OwwThat has removed all their mods, so that's going to change up what we're doing, because I actually was using a couple of their mods in this load order. So there's nothing I can do about it. We're just gonna cross that bridge when we get there. Now, what I'm going to try to do, because we found that JK Skyrim and the SMM did not get along, we're going to go back. I've got just the essentials on. Okay, let me go through this real quick. So I have just the essentials on. I have the big patch. I have JK Skyrim turned on. Yeah, I have JK Skyrim turned on. I have the cheat room turned on. See? Because I need that. And then, because I'm lazy, it makes it a lot easier. Without the cheat room, I would spend hours just trying to do prep work to get it to where we could play and test. And I'm not doing that. I'm just honest. I'm not doing that. So there's a couple of mods we're gonna remove, because OwwThat has taken them away, and I don't have any way to bring them back until someone brings them back. I'm not going to remove them right this second, but as we come down through the load order and work our way through, I'm going to remove these, and I will find some adequate replacements. So, I really like the embers and stuff, so I'm going to try to keep that if that'll work out. So I'm just showing you that I have, let's see, was this the new one? I think this is the new one, which is the good one. I would be tempted to try something different and smaller, but nonetheless, let's just go with this for right now, because this is what you had in your load order. Some basics here. You need some sort of XP32 skeleton, and you need alternate start, or at least I need it to do all this. Okay, so then there's some of these things. Okay, so I have just the basics turned on, and I want to test JK Skyrim, because I just find it very weird that the minute I turned on JK Skyrim, I started having a lot of issues. And I really thought, because it just uses vanilla assets, that JK Skyrim, being kind of a small mod, would be, pretty friendly to us. But maybe not. Maybe it's too much. Maybe there's just too much going on there that I don't know about and don't understand, even though it's using vanilla assets. So I'm going to go and we're going to start testing just JK Skyrim by itself to see if it works. And then we're going to turn these on, like maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10 at a time, and see what we get. That's the best way at this point to test this further, since the minute we turned it on, we had issues. I think there were still some issues lurking due to some testing I was doing earlier, which I am basically throwing all that junk away because it was blah. But we're going to see what we can do. I may also drop this inventory thing just because personally I didn't like the feel of it. It feels clunky and it doesn't work as well. If it doesn't highlight, the highlighting and the selection doesn't work as well as I want it to. It confuses me sometimes. Now, were I on a PC, the way Skyrim is on the PC, their version of that menu works very well. But here, it just this mod did not appear to work very well for me. So, that's just me. The rest of this is working fine, like the menu replacer, and this is working fine. But nonetheless, like I said, this is how you really should test anyway, except you shouldn't have downloaded, like I've got downloaded like 146 mods. Really what we should be doing is testing, adding just a few mods at a time. But because we started off with a big load order, I'm going to simulate testing just a few mods at a time. And, you know, we were doing this before, and I thought it was working pretty good until we hit JK Skyrim. Now, JK Skyrim, that really threw me for a loop. I was surprised that that was an issue. I had thought this mod was very reliable, but maybe it's particular. Maybe it changes just enough stuff that it's particular. It does have a lot of patches, which makes me think that maybe it does have some little issues. We shall see. Anyway, bear with me. I'm going to go out. I'm going to make sure we got a good reset. We're going to load up Conan, and we'll travel around. I'll be back in a minute.
Roger that.
Alright, so I decided for today's bunch of testing that we would just go ahead and create a new version of Conan. Now I'm just going to basically give him dark hair like I want. Is that dark? That's dark. That'll do. He looks scruffy and ugly and everything, but that's fine. It's perfectly fine. Do we want to give him more of a bearded look? Or I kind of like that. That's kind of a rough, manly look, right? We could do that. That's not bad either. Oh, I don't, you know, if you see that, you see how that looks kind of fuzzy and weird. I've never really liked that. It doesn't look correct to me. Maybe we'll just go with that. That'll be fine. Unshaven. We could change his hair. I don't know if I like the hairs that they do. The vanilla hairs. Oh, so sad. Let's just give him a short haircut like that. I know it's not very Conan-like, but I really don't. I don't like these hairs very much. So, whatever. Let's just go on back to that. Alright, so anyway, sorry I am taking too long on this, I'm sure. Nonetheless, just wanted you to know, I'm just going to create a new Conan. And, the reason being that in testing, I've changed things back and forth, and I'm like, you know, just to be sure I don't have a corrupted game, I'm going to do this. Because remember, we have just those basic mods turned on, so we're going to do this. Let me just save him here, do a new save. We'll talk to her. Let's see, just make me a patron at a local inn. Okay, now surprise me and just put me in some town somewhere. This way we just wake up at an inn somewhere. We don't know where we are or who we are. Alright, so let's go. I don't think this load will take very long. If it does, I'll stop it. No, it's pretty fast. Old Heraldon. Okay. Very nice. So we're here. Can we not sleep there? Nope, it's an owned bed. It's not our bed. So, why are we leveling? Why would we be leveling up? We're leveling up. Okay. Alright, fine. I'm leveling up. Why am I level 2 just by showing up here? Alright, so this is very vanilla. Like I said, we haven't really done much with this. Let's look on our magic. I'm sorry, I keep wanting to make weird sounds. It's some craziness of my own. So we're going to go ahead and teleport to the cheat room. We're going to get the stuff turned on. Let's see. How does he... He's got that stupid hood on. You know, I really hate that hood. It just looks dumb on him. It really does. We'll give him a ring and a necklace, though, so he looks like a man of some wealth or something. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's go to the cheat room. Should we save here before we leave? Let's save the current location as location 1 in case we want to come back. And let me do a quick save here. Alright, now let's go. Cheat room, here we come. We're just going to grab the god ring, the special rings that we need, and we're going to turn on the travel markers. Enable all the markers. We're really not going to waste time doing anything other than just basic stuff so we can test the game. So I'm going to bring a carry weight ring in case I need it, the God ring, and the no clip. What I call the no clip is not no clip, it's toggle collisions. But for some reason in my head, I've just got to work. Oh, because it says no clip. That's why I call it the no clip ring, if you notice on the right hand side there. So anyway, so we'll grab that. So I'm going to wear, I think we're just going to have him wear the God ring so we just don't have to worry about anything else. He won't die all of a sudden by accident or anything. Okay, it looks like it's done. I'm going to enable the Solstheim markers because eventually we're going to go to Solstheim. Okay, let's see. I would like for him to wear something else, but you know, for the moment, that's really not important. So let's just move on. All right. So that should have everything set up. I'm going to do another save here in case I need to come back here for anything to this particular load. We're going to return to our original position. Oh, no drugs. Wow. I'm being fussed at here. Oh, we need to go outside. I'm being a doofus. Hold on. Let's go outside. Again, if this load takes long, then I'll drop out of it, but I don't think it will take too long. So all we're going to do is we're going to bebop around. We're going to travel to the major towns, make sure we can kind of stop in each inn or something just to make sure that things are working, at least in a rudimentary way. So let's go from here. I'm just going to turn that off. We're at Old Harolden, which I like. It's fine. From here, now hold on. I need a weapon because if I go to Markarth, you know that doofus is going to be there. He's going to just be waiting to kill Margaret. All right. All right. We're ready, right? Yes, we're ready. We have an axe. That's all we need. Okay. So let's travel to Markarth. We just want to make sure that JK Skyrim works with just these basic mods because I tell you, after going through that last session, that was hours and hours of just testing and creating the videos for that, the video episodes, is horrible. It's horrible, really. Ha! We got him. We got him. We got him. That was cool. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here. Alright, so we're here in Markarth. You notice all these little things from JK Skyrim. It's here. So we're in good shape. So Markarth looks fine. So let's go. I'm just going to move around a little bit at a time. Let's go to Karthwasten and see what's there. Again, this should go fairly smoothly. I don't really expect a lot of trouble. I would think JK Skyrim would be compatible with just these basic things. Yeah, here we are. These guys are having their conversation. Okay, I feel much better. Conan takes care of them. He does not wait around. He doesn't need any stinking quest. We kill them all. I know, I'm being a booger. Anyway, let's go ahead and take their loot since we're here. And we might use those shields. We could use a shield, couldn't we? But we took all these guys. Oh, there we go. And we took all their stuff. That's great. Okay. So he could wear some fur armor. That would be good for him, wouldn't it? Oh, wait, he's Conan. Maybe he should wear that fur armor. He could wear some gloves. He could have some hide boots. Oh, wait, bracers. Bracers, woo. Iron boots. Let's stick with the hide stuff for right now. Let's go with the iron shield, though. We'll use that. Now, let's see how he looks. Oh, he's so manly. That's what we needed. Raw. Hey, I'm going to have some fun with this as we go. You're just going to have to put up with me. I'm sorry. This is this is the way it is. All right, let's I'm going to do a save here since I did cause some destruction and trouble. Let's go to, where is another good place to pop in? Let's pop in at Rorikstead. Again, if these loads start taking any real amount of time, I will stop them. But for right now, they're going very fast because we don't have a lot of mods. And the game should be able to load the vanilla stuff pretty quickly. Yeah, see, we're getting pretty fast mods, loads. I mean, now if the game breaks and crashes, that will be another issue, and we will just have to deal with that. Everything looks okay. And remember, this is JK Skyrim, so they've added some things. So let's just take a quick peek around. They've added some stuff. It looks good. But it could be that some of this they've added is just, maybe that's a lot of strain. So maybe, you know, on the game, maybe that adds strain to the game. So maybe that's why the SMEMs and some of the other mods are not working with it. But as far as adding to the vanilla aesthetic, it looks like JK Skyrim does a good job. So we're going to continue. I'm going to go in the, I want to check out the inns. I want to make sure we can get in and out of the inns. So I'm going to be doing this in a lot of towns. So bear with me. The inns should be fast little loads. It shouldn't be a big deal. All right. Yeah. I know. Y'all two are disagreeing. I'm not talking to you. All right. Let's go up to Dragon Bridge. I think that would be a good place to go next. And then we'll head over to like Solitude and watch the beheading. You know, some entertainment. Just light entertainment. Poor, what is his name? I don't even remember his name half the time. Rothgear? Well, we'll see. Rofnir? I don't remember. We'll see when we get there. I really don't pay enough attention to his name. Alright, so here we are. This is Dragon Bridge. Now you notice, again, there's some additions added to the town by JK Skyrim. It kind of, now on the one hand, this is a nice addition. I'm used to super jump and I don't have super jump. But on the other hand, it does kind of block things. It blocks my view. I think the moon looks cool though. And this is just, I think that's just the vanilla moon. So there's really not. But anyway, there's a lot of good things in the vanilla game. I mean, sometimes we forget that, but there are a lot of good things to it. So here we have, yeah, see, there's a lot of little touches. This horse and this over here, this is added, I'm pretty sure, by JK Skyrim. A lot of this stuff is added, was not here in the regular. Look at that. That was not here. So maybe JK Skyrim just adds a lot of stuff. So something to be aware of. Even though it's not big and it's using vanilla assets, it still adds a lot of things. And that may be why some things... Yes, I know you want some meat. Of course you do. Alright, this looks pretty good though. Let's go down. Let's go in and out of the inn. Make sure we can do that. I took an arrow in the knee. Yes, we know all about that. Look at that. They've got the horses all put up out here, and you could steal one. You know, Conan could start his life as a horse thief. Oh, look at this. Oh, I can't steal these things. Oh, wait. Oh, you can use the forge, but you can't steal. Oh, you can't steal all their stuff. That's too bad. Oh, look at that. Look at all this stuff. We can't take it. So sad. Anyway, oh, pretty cool though. I mean, all this is nice decoration and additions to the game. All right, let's head on to Solitude. Very nice, though. Very nice. Let's head on. Yeah, let's just watch the beheading. That's a little light entertainment for us, like I said. I don't know why I'm having trouble with his name right now. Rogvir. Traitor. I like that. Get on with it. You're all hard, Vivian. Boo. And for that, you will die. Oh, here he goes. Jobby job? Oh, there it goes. Oh, it said talk to Rogvir. I could not talk to him. I better back up. Sometimes I set them off. Okay, we're going to watch this. I'm going to do a quick save. Sometimes this sets them off. Nope, they don't care. Okay. Look, they're looking at me. They're giving me the evil eye. Don't look at me. Yes, let's go play a good song now. Now that you've seen the head chopped off. So, okay, so, how? They changed this a lot. What am I looking at here? Oh, am I supposed to go that way now? Okay, well, I'm not sure that this is an improvement. It's different. Different is not always better. I don't understand why we would have such a weird walkway. Or why you would have these doors. I mean, oh, well, okay. Well, okay. Why would you have this, though? There was already an established walkway. Well, anyway, I mean, I guess you have to give them some artistic license. They wanted to create that walkway. I'm not sure what purpose that serves. Nonetheless, that's a lot of addition that I don't understand there. Let's go around this way. Oh, they changed this up too. I guess they're trying to make it look like the castle is more secure, but you still have the original walkway, so I'm not sure if that's really the case. Oh, looky there. That looks flammable. A bunch of swords we can't have. That's too bad. Stuff here. I mean, some of their aesthetic is very nice, though. I'm not complaining about that. It's just, I don't know if we needed a new walkway there, and why we have this everywhere. Isn't that going to be troublesome? I mean, like, let's do a quick save here. You know I have to set it on fire. We have to see. Oh, it's just decoration. You can't burn it. Well, that's disappointing. Now I'm seriously disappointed. That was just... Oh, well. Anyway, let's make that a favorite. You never know when you might need a little flame. Alright. Well, nothing. So anyway, this has been changed somewhat. It has its own appeal. I don't see a problem with any of it. Now, I didn't go in the inn. I'm really going to go up here to the Blue Palace. We could go back by the Winking Skeever if we want, though that's not as big a deal. I think it will be fine. Oh, they put a gate here. Okay, well, the gates are always open. I'm not sure if that really serves a big purpose, but okay, that's fine. Let's go into the Blue Palace. The Blue Palace. Again, if some of these loads start getting long, I will, but see, most of these are going to be pretty fast. I'm not going to worry about it. I can talk through 5 seconds or 10 seconds. It's not a big deal. All right, everybody jumps up to attention. Oh, the player is here. The player character has arrived. Everyone, to your places and start talking about stuff and encourage them to do a quest. So we went from a legion to a few extra soldiers that quickly. I don't know why, but whatever. Anyway, alright, so that's cool. I think we're good here. I'm going to move on. I don't think we even need to see the winking skeever. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Anyway, I just want to make sure that we can travel around and look at things. This is not a show based on JK Skyrim, but because of all the changes that we're going to see, I mean, somewhat in a way we can't help that. But I really think, I don't know, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna test this out. I really think if we get a lot of trouble from JK Skyrim that we may end up dropping it. I like the things it adds to the game, but if that comes at a cost of being wildly incompatible, that's not very fun. Hey, why is this gate closed? Open this gate. I should be able to move about the country. I am the all-important player character. None of the rest of you people matter. You can all die at any time. Alright. That's right. Totally different. I look like you, but I will kill you all at a moment's notice. Alright, so Morthal has some differences, as you may notice, but nothing too big. I like the fact that they've at least added something down here at this end of town. It needed something, for sure. It has always needed something. I never understood why this was wide open with all the boogers you see out here in the swamps. However, I'm still going to leave the door open. Let's go down and check their inn real fast. I know this is not real fast, but we have to take a little time and wander around and make sure that JK Skyrim is working at least on its own. Then we can move forward with testing the other mods. Now, the SMM I'm probably not going to bring back unless we have so much trouble with JK Skyrim that we decide to get rid of it. This is the gates. I mean, the guards, yeah. I like the blacksmith place. That's pretty cool. Did I forget where the inn was? I thought, is this the inn? Where's the sign for the inn? Am I missing something? Let me check this out. No, this is Avros' house. This is not the inn. This is like an apothecary. Oh, here's the inn. Wow, I am really losing it. Sorry. Again, early. I'm actually getting kind of hungry. I may have to get some breakfast. I know you don't care. It's okay. You don't have to care. It's just me. It's like, hey, I'm kind of hungry. Alright. She's fussing a lot up here. Alright. So, okay. I think that's fine. Yeah, everything seems to be working okay. Let's move on. Another good place to go. Let's see, where is... No, I was going to look for... let's see, what's this? This is the Hall of the Vigilant. We can pop in on them just for fun. It's just a way place, just a way, kind of a way point, just to kind of for fun. And this is before they're attacked. So they're actually here and alive, and they're doing stuff. How nice. You know, I rarely get here before this place is destroyed. So this will be interesting. But it looks alright. I am not worshipping Daedra. Whoever told you that is lying. Okay. So what else have we got going on here? It's almost like its own little inn. It's kind of what it is. Alright, well, I just thought we should check it out. Like I said, I rarely see it before it's destroyed, so. Anyway, let's go up to Dawnstar. Now, JK Skyrim does make some changes around Dawnstar. And I forget now. There were some notes about something with one of the mods we were looking at. So. Okay, so we're outside Dawnstar. And here are the gates. Yeah, it could be all this stuff that JK Skyrim adds, which is great, I think. I think it looks great. It could be that this is just too much with some of the other big mods. Now, without your SMM, your rope does not look as good, but it looks okay. But it does not look as good, and we know that. We just have to accept that. Oh, is this a boy? He's sleeping with his eyes open. Dude, you look a little creepy. Nonetheless, we are in Dawnstar, and everything appears to be okay. Not having any weird crashes or lagginess or anything. So let's go up and check the inn. This wall kind of defines things here a little bit more. I think we are trying to. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? I'm always fine. Oh, what's this? Frederick's room. Wait. Friedrich's room, not Frederick. Okay, anyway. Interesting. Alright, let's head into the inn for a moment. The Wind Peak Inn. We'll see if anything has changed or given us that much trouble. Oh, it's that. They are just dreams. Avalon. Is that Shady? Shady Sam. It's too bad he doesn't sell stuff like in Oblivion, but at least they brought him over in a sense. Anyway. Alright, let's go. We're going to keep moving. I know this is slow. Probably not extremely entertaining. Let's pop in Nightgate. But we need to move around. We need to check things out. You know, this is how we found our problem before, is we tried to go to Windhelm and it crashed. So this is Nightgate Inn. I don't see any problems. This little area, there's probably... Did they build this up any? I can't tell that they did anything here. It looks the same to me. Yeah. Actually, wasn't there supposed to be a couple of houses here? Or am I may be confusing this with somewhere else. Yeah. Probably am. Anyway. I never came to Nightgate Inn much either, though there is a quest that brings you here, of course. Take a seat, get the cold out. Whoa, what are these people here? He's got a nice sword, doesn't he? He does. Alright. Let's move on. Okay, I'm going to skip and just hit the big towns now. I think this is probably dragging on a little too long. So let's just go ahead and we hit Dawnstar. Let's go to Winterhold. We could go to the college. I don't think it's going to let me in, but I can use the no-clip ring. So let's head up to the college and we'll head to Winterhold. Now, I don't know if we're going to see any issues or not, so bear with me. Shouldn't that be a shield? I think there should be a shield like that, kind of a magic shield. Just a thought. Alright, so we're here. Now, I don't think I can get in. Right, I can't get in. However, I can get in if I cheat, which we're going to. Oh, wrong button. Hold on a second. This is what I call the no-clip ring is for. Basically, I can just walk through the air and I can get where I want to be. It doesn't matter. Of course, for this purposes, I don't need to set off the quest or anything like that. I'm just looking around. She's looking up at me like, why are you floating in the air? See, he's just floating in the air. He's just walking, levitating. I'm sure you do. Let's see, let me take this ring off, because we can afford to just hit the ground. Let's just go in. Let's just prove that we can get in and move around. Now, we're not supposed to be here yet, so just remember that. But we are here. So, because we are here, we're here. There used to be... I don't remember how I found it now. Anyway... Alright, so here's Tolfdir. He has nothing to say. Alright. Well, we proved we could get around. Oh, you people are so... Oh, all of y'all are so weird. So, alright. Let's head down to the town of Winterhold. Can I go out this way? No, I still can't go out this way. Oh, y'all are so particular. Well, let's just do a quick fast travel. I know it's ridiculous to fast travel that far, but let's just do it anyway. Ta-da! Alright, so this is JK's Skyrim version of Winterhold. Now, if we look up here, we have a wall and an entranceway, which is nice. I mean, it definitely adds some nice things to the game. I'm not putting it down. It looks like, are we adding more stuff back here too? Yes, we are. There's more stuff back here. This makes it look like more like you had an actual town where part of it fell into the ocean or whatever. So, oh, little burial here. I don't remember if that's always here or not. It's a little walk around here. Don't mind me. I mean, I'm just checking things out. I don't usually play with JK Skyrim, so. But it looks like it adds some cool stuff. What do we got here? What's this? Is this another... Oh! Potatoes, cabbages, and gourds. Wow, just what we need, right? Alright, so anyway, let's get back out here. On the main drag. Woo! Heading through the center of town. Okay, so let's check the inn again. This seems fine. Let's go down to Windhelm next. Yes. Now, I remind you, that was not with RDO or anything like that. This is just pretty vanilla. Alright, this is going to be a big test. Let's go to Windhelm. And we'll have to go to Riften. We have to prove as much as we can. And did we go to Whiterun at all? I don't think we did. So we'll go to Whiterun and Falkreath, though I don't think those would have been in doubt. Those did not have any issues anyway. Okay, so after our last crash there, when trying to go to Windhelm, I want to show you, these are the only mods we have turned on, and I really believe, for some reason, JK Skyrim just makes Windhelm too fragile, or too, I don't know, it just seems to break it. I don't know how else to say it. It's very unpredictable, as in whether or not you'll be able to get into Windhelm using JK Skyrim. I don't know how everybody else feels about that, but for me, I want to be able to fast travel around to the different towns. I want to be able to get in and out without issues like that. So now I'm just doing this to show you that this is all we have turned on. There's not anything else. We have like 5 mods turned on. It's alternate start, the XP32, cheat room, coming up, there we go, cheat room, and JK Skyrim, and the patch. Now without JK Skyrim, I know good and well that all of these work. And you can travel around to the towns and you won't crash. So I'm really thinking, this is not to put down the mod, this is just a matter of fact on the Xbox. It seems to make Windhelm rather unstable. So for that reason, I'm really thinking we're going to drop JK Skyrim. Maybe we'll bring back the big SMM that looked good and see how that goes without this. But JK Skyrim, even on its own, appears to be giving us some issues. So, you know, and I know they say here, well, any sort of issue is going to be due to load order or stress. Well, I've only got like 5 mods turned on. So if the mod is stressing the Xbox out with just these mods turned on, then yeah, it's going to be a problem, and I don't think placing it at the bottom or the top is going to make a difference with these few mods. Now, I'm not aware of any problem with alternate start and JK, so and XP32 shouldn't matter at all. I really just have that turned on in case, because I always keep the skeleton turned on. I really don't need it in this case. But nonetheless, the cheat room is really outside the realm of the game. I mean, it really doesn't cause any problem with any towns or anything. So, there's really nothing here. So I think I'm going to I just think JK Skyrim is making Windhelm unstable. I did eventually, after some different testing, I did eventually get into Windhelm, but what I did, and I'll explain this to you, is I traveled to the stables and then I walked into town and went through the door, and that worked, instead of fast traveling directly into Windhelm. But just the fact that I had to do something like that tells me that this mod is somehow making Windhelm unstable for me. Now we're on an Xbox One X. There's no reason this should be an issue, but it is. It's a very small mod, and I know it adds a lot of fun decorations to the game, but I don't think it's going to be worth the trouble. Because if here with 5 mods it's given us issues, then there's something not right for us on the Xbox here. Now, that's not to say that this isn't a fine mod. It probably works great for the PC or whatever, but it's just not doing the job for us here. So, alright, so I'm going to probably remove this. I'm going to go bring back probably the SMIM, and maybe we'll do some testing there, since we should be able to have it without this. So I will be back shortly. Oh, I forgot too. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that not only are we testing with just these mods, but I did create a new character, a new game. So when I come into a new game, I really, especially with just a few mods turned on, I don't expect to have that kind of issue. So it's really weird. Again, I'm just trying to explain why I've decided that actually JK Skyrim is probably more of the culprit. I think it's making Windhelm unstable, and we should have been able to, just like we were traveling around everywhere else, we should have been able to travel right into Windhelm with no issue. But the minute we tried to go to Windhelm, we had trouble, and it just makes me think that it's going to always be an issue, as you add mods and change things. So because of that, I'm just going to drop it. It's not worth that kind of struggle just for the decorations and the extra stuff. So maybe there's something else that can be done later, but for right now, that's what I'm going to do. I really like the effect it has on all the small towns, but I don't like the effect it has on Windhelm because it makes it unstable. So, alright, just wanted to make sure I mentioned that this was on a new game, okay? Not only with just these few mods, but it was on a new game. So that makes me think that's going to be a problem long term. So I'm just going to drop it now and not have that issue. So probably bring back one of the SMIMs and see how that looks. Alright? Alright. I will be back in a moment. Alright, so as you know, I had to make some kind of just command decisions here. So I dropped JK's Skyrim. I brought back one of the SMIMs. I decided to do a new person I want to see. I also decided to replace some of the things we lost. I don't know if that matters. We're just going to leave that there for now. You know what? That's fine. We're just going to let that ride. I've replaced, well, there we go. I can't type. I replaced some of the mods that are gone because Wickwa took them down with something else. I decided to give us another option. So I'm just testing this to see if this is going to work, though, because I don't know. Okay. So it does work in a way, but I tried a little patch and it didn't work, so we'll drop it. So this works, though. This gives you more of that. It's closer to that CBBE look in, what's the name of this? In this TMB body. Now, this does not look like it's using my textures. Oh, it's not, because I didn't turn my textures on. So you'll have to forgive the rough appearance, but I think this is still what we were looking for. Let me hop out here. We're not going to keep this. This was just... Let me see if they saved anything here. Let's just delete that. Yep. We're not even going to keep Helga. We were just doing this for fun. Let me pop out and I'll show you what we were looking at. I thought I would do a quick test to see if this was a possibility. It looks like it may be. We just won't be able to use that little patch that I had. I had a little patch to make the underwear red instead of just the vanilla, but you can live with the vanilla. That's what you were going to have with CBBE anyway, so it's not that big a deal. But I was trying to, give it a little flavor. Nonetheless, I found, I just decided to try the TMB body, which basically is a UNP version of a CBBE-like body. They were trying to go for that CBBE kind of curvy look. Oh, Bethesda, you are just so helpful. I don't know what to say. But anyway, so that's why we're trying that. So anyway, this was just a quick little test to do that. I'm going to turn that back off. We're going to go back. I just wanted to see if that was going to be workable and usable. So we're going to go back and continue on testing with Conan. We'll create somebody new later. But we'll also take a look at some of the SMM stuff and see how that looks. We'll maybe look at some apples and tomatoes and see some different things. Try to see what some rope looks like. Because we're using the smaller friendly SMM, which I will show you as soon as I can get into the mods. It's been one of those days, so I haven't got as much recorded because I've been working through these issues and they're really not very exciting, or and last time I may have gone overboard with recording all that, and that might be a bit much for anyone to sit through, but if you don't want to see it, you don't have to. It's an option. All right, we got in. So we've reduced it by eliminating JK and the patches for JK. We have dropped it to 142. We do have the friendly SMM up here, which we're going to test out. And we're just going to take it slow. I was testing this to make sure this would work. I'll show you the body. Because here's the armor replacer for it. It's TMB. And the idea is they created this body. Let me find that. Oh, I guess I can get rid of Red Sonja because that's not going to be around anymore, which is too bad, but there's nothing I can do about it. So we can let that go. So just going to let it go. Alright, so this is the enhanced body, no texture. I like getting no texture so that I can use my textures down here, as you know. But anyway, it's similar to CBBE body in a UNP base. So it Anyway, let me see here. So I was trying to see if we could patch the underwear to be red, and that did not work. So we're going to just remove that. It didn't work anyway. There's no point keeping it around. All right. So let's see. Is there anything else? There's nothing else to really report. I'm going to go ahead and turn these back off. We're going to start our testing from the top down. I'm going to go back, and I think we're going to do or redo. We're going to redo, I think, a new. Are we going to need? Do we need a new Conan? I think we do. I think every time I make these changes, I want to go in and make a new character and start our testing over. So I'm going to start this testing without JK Skyrim, because that was a huge hit to us. That took a lot of time to just figure out that it was just making Windhelm unstable. So I do have this SMM. I want to see how this looks. We can bring back the bigger one, but if this one looks just as good for that size, I would be tempted to use this. So, and we do have space, and we do have open slots if you wanted to bring in something like some of Clever Sharf's textures. I think texture-wise, we are low on textures, but it depends on what you like. So it's an option. And you could do a smaller water mod than this. But here again, it's realistic water too. It's not bad. I've been using it too, so I know how it is. It's just the Cathedral water mod was like 9 megabytes, and it really seemed just as good to me. I couldn't find any issues with it, but you know, maybe someone who pays way more attention and knows way more about water could tell me if there's a big issue. Here, if in this one they say all these things, and I'm sure it's true, but that's a lot of stuff. Anyway, I don't want to beat a dead horse about realistic water. It's a good mod, especially the new one. I think that's the new one, isn't it? Let's look and see. Since we're here, let's answer that question. I think this is the new one. I wouldn't use the old realistic water because it gave me, wow, I can't type. There we go. It seemed to give me more issues. Come on, work with me. There. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're using the newer one. I don't know about this. Better water for Realistic 2 by Blender Animator. Yeah, you can't see all the pictures because of that. It's not very big. It could be something you might want to check out. I'm gonna look. That's slow green for Realistic Waters 2. We're using this one. This is the original, which is more of a blue, which I always like the blue color. What's this? Cathedral Water Overhaul Obsidian. Designed to go with Obsidian Withers. Interesting. Let's see. This is the old Realistic Water 2 that I always had issues with. That doesn't mean it was bad. It just always gave me issues. New fruit for realistic needs and diseases. Oh, well, anyway. Okay, so I'm getting distracted in something that doesn't really matter that much. Alright, so there's a lot of different water mods. I'll tell you the one that I was using. I'll show this to you. It's just an option. It's not a big deal. Oh my goodness, I am not driving this thing very well today. I wonder if I've about wore this controller out. It doesn't want to move. Let's try this. I think this will find it. Water overall. This was it. Yes, this is very small, but it does a really excellent job. And it really does look really nice. So this is very small too, but I could not find any issues with it. So it's a thought. You know, I didn't use this version. I just used this version. I don't use Obsidian Weathers though, so that may make a difference. All right. Anyway, just wanted to mention that and throw that out there. It is an option. I mean, at some point, when you have your water looking good, you're just like, well, that's good enough. I'm done. So it's up to you. So just a thought. And I might swap that out later once we get down to that point. Right now, we'll just keep moving as we're going, as we're doing. I'm going to go back through. I'm going to test, make sure we can move around to the major towns, and make sure that the game is okay. I'm going to create a new guy again, just to make sure. Okay. So we're going to keep doing this until we get everything the way we want it. So, this is just going to take time. So just bear with me. And I will be back in a minute. Okay, so I recreated Conan again because I felt like I wanted to do a new game with some of the changes we've made. And with the friendly SMM, I think these barrels look pretty good. Now, it could be that this is a little less high-res than the other SMM, but it's also a lot smaller, and they do look pretty good. So I think it may be worth the trade-off. We'll try to look at some other things as we go. I think these things look pretty good. So it just depends on how much detail you think you need. I'm going to do a save here. We're gonna do the in again. We're just gonna say give us a random in. Okay. All right. So let's go. Wow, I'm driving a little recklessly. Let's just go. This load shouldn't take long. And then what we'll do is we're just going to hit the major towns and make sure we can travel around. Alright, he's still got the ugly hood. Huh, no necklace this time. So is this Nightgate? Hold on, this might be... No, this is Moorside Inn. Oh, okay, so it's in Morthal. Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do just what we did last time. We're going to go ahead. Oh, I need to put some magic. Just do that. And just do that. I don't think he has anything else worth mentioning. Oh, wait, we have something to look at. Let's drop a couple of those. Oh, put that down. Let's drop a couple of these items and see what they look like. See if the apple looks reasonably round. Everything, the sweet roll, I don't know how much the SMM changes the sweet roll. But the apple looks, I don't know, is that good enough? That looks a little, not exactly round enough, does it? And And that's part of the problem. Let's get out and do an experiment. Let's try the other SMM that you had, the bigger one, and see if this apple will look better. Because it looks kind of, I don't know, it looks okay. It looks better than vanilla, I think, but not great. So it could be that the low-res version of the SMM is good, but that high-res version is better. But you'll notice all this stuff looks really nice. But let's go ahead and try that since we're testing. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll be back in a minute.
Affirmative. Moving up now.
Alright, so as a test, I brought back the bigger, older static mesh improvement. And it's quite a bit larger, but I wanted to see if we could really tell a big difference here. And I'm looking at this apple, and I'm really not seeing a big difference from... It still looks like a lumpy apple. And I did do a reset and everything. Now, all the wood and stuff looks good, still looks good. These look the same. The rope and everything looks the same. So I'm tempted to say just go with the smaller SMM because it looks like the things I'm looking at look the same. The smaller version seems to do just as good a job. There might be some slight difference, but I'm not seeing much difference. It all looks the same to me. I'm not seeing any difference really, but even if you see some slight difference, you're talking a difference in 400 and 900 megabytes. So I think I'm going to switch us back to the other smaller SMM and just go with that because it does look good. It's one I've been using anyway, and I had noticed that it was pretty good, but I wanted to compare it to this original since that was what had been in your load order. But I thought, well, maybe something like this apple or something like that, we'll be able to see a huge difference, but I'm not seeing it. It looks the same to me. Let's see, is this going to look any different? Let's throw it down. No, it looks good, but let's see if I don't think it's going to look any real different with the other SMM, honestly. The chicken looks the same to me. It makes the sound the same. Not that affected the sound. The sweet roll looks the same to me. So I'm just not seeing the benefit of using up the extra space. But here again, like I said, let me go back, switch us back to the other one because I think that's what we're going to go with. Alright, so we're back with the smaller SMM. Again, I don't see any difference between the two. If there is some sort of resolution difference, it's just not something I can see. It's certainly these items all appear the same to me. So I think Morgan Helson's light or small friendly SMM is very good. What? Well, that was my stuff. Is she fussing? That was my stuff that I picked up. I should just steal her cheese and kill her. Okay. We'll calm down. Alright, anyway, we're going... I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. Let's go do some quick traveling around. If everything works well, I'm going to start turning on now like 10 mods at a time. And we're going to go travel around each time and just see how we do. And if everything works well, that means we would do this about 14 times. Okay? Now, I do need to go... Oh, I forgot. I did not take us to the cheat room. We do have to go to the cheat room, so bear with me. I forgot to do that. We discovered Morthal, but that's okay. We're going to turn on... We're going to enable... Again, this will help us travel. We're going to enable all the markers. and let that do its thing. We're going to grab our rings again. You know, you're pretty much used to this routine, I'm sure. But this just helps me. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to give him the God ring, just so we don't... I forget. I probably have this game. Do I have it on... I don't remember. Oh, I only have it on Adept. Well, maybe he doesn't need that. Yeah, let's take it off. We'll worry about it if he needs it. We'll put it back on. Adept, I think we can handle that. Alright, so let's do the Soulstone workers. They only take a few seconds, and then they'll be done. Ta-da! They're done. Debella. Oh, so nice. The lady? The lady. Let's see. Oh, no, not that. It's the lover. That's the one I like. There we go. Yes, give us that. Oh. Oh. That beam disappears if you look up too high. Nonetheless, I don't know why it has that shape. Looks like a funky head shape. The constellation. Anyway, let's not belabor that point. Let's move on back to the original position. Alright, so Conan is what? He's level 1? Good. Alright. So here we are in Morthal. I'm just going to do a quick save here, and we're going to do some traveling. Travel, travel, travel. Alright, so let's go up here. I'm going to shoot straight to the Blue Palace, and then I'm going to walk down to the regular Solitude just for the heck of it. Now, remember, JK Skyrim is gone. So, some appearance is going to be different. But I want to make sure we can just get around and travel around. I'm not going to say that there couldn't be any other issues with the game, because we haven't really even turned anything else on. But I want to make sure that the SMM is not going to be a problem. I don't think it will be. It hasn't been in the past. But I don't think it hurts to do a quick check. So we'll go down here. They'll probably start the execution, and then we're going to just run on. We're just going to move on. Now, I will say that this rope does not really look... It looks better, but it still looks weird. How's that for an answer? So, but SMM doesn't fix everything anyway. These look pretty good, though. I mean, it's hard to fix everything. Oh my goodness, they're hollering. Oh, we jumped down. Get on with it, man. They're just all grumpy. Yes. Alright, so anyway, so that's okay. Okay, I'm just going to jump straight to the trouble area. Let's just go straight to Windhelm. I'm really tired of this. Windhelm has been the issue. And I've seen that in the past. If I have trouble, it's going to be Windhelm and Riften, more so than anywhere else. So we're just going to jump straight to Windhelm, to Riften, and then we'll move on from there. Usually, Whiterun and all these other places are not a problem. Okay, Windhelm is not going to be a problem with just the SMM. See, I think the problem, part of the problem with the JK Skyrim is they put all this stuff right here in front of the door. And I think when the game tries to load you in, it wants to load you in up here. But JK Skyrim has all this statue and stuff in the way. So, I think that may be part of what causes the problem. Anyway, it's just a thought. Now, I do not know that for sure, but it was something I noticed. So let's head to Riften. Sorry, I need a nap. Yes, I had pizza for breakfast, and Oh, now I need a nap. Alright, so anyway, so we're in Riften now. And there's Maul, and he's probably going to fuss at me, but I'm going to try to get around him. I got away from him. Ha 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 ha. Alright, everything looks good here. Whew. Yeah, we are. Please move on. You're scaring me. Anyway, Alright, so anyway, let's move on. Let's see, we went there. I'm going to hit the big towns. I'm just going to hit the big towns, because with the SMM, I really don't think there's going to be any problem now. I think the real problem from what we were seeing was JK Skyrim. I don't know why that created so much instability, but it really seemed to. So, you know, maybe we could bring back that Breeze Home mod. Yeah, maybe we'll go get that and bring that back. It never is. Bah! Alright, thank you. It's raining. We don't have a weather mod on, but it's raining. Alfred! So this is just the regular weather. I don't think this is anything new or different. Wow, that just... Whew. Anyway. Alright, so, we should go up to Dragon's Reach, though. Let's go up there. Oh, my batteries are dead. I'll be back. Hold on.
Good work, Marines!
Alright, so, got the batteries in. Now you'll notice you're not getting, I don't know why, the toaster's machine through the recorder does not want to produce the game sound. I don't know why that is. I have that working on mine, but... So you're not going to get a lot of game sound, but for our testing, what we're doing, I don't think that's super important. It would be nice if you got it, but I can't find a way to get that to happen, and I don't know why. I can't find any difference. We're both using a same model of controller, an Xbox, and everything, but my Xbox will put the game sound through, and it will be on the recording. Sometimes it will drown me out, which is why I've had to cut it back down. But for some reason, on this one, I can't get the sound to come through. I have the sound at a reasonable level for me, but it just doesn't come through. So there's nothing I can do about that. Perhaps one day I will find out what the issue is. The settings are all the same. Everything should be working exactly the same, and yet I'm not getting any sound, game sound, through the recorder, and I know I'm not. So, because it's not coming through to my headset, which it should be, and it's not. Alright, so anyway, I'm just mentioning that so you'll understand. Everything looks good here. We're okay. So I am going to move on. Matter of fact, I think what we should do is we should probably go ahead and let's turn on our first 10 mods. I'm going to move us along a little bit. Well, I guess I didn't go to Markarth. Let's go to Markarth first to make sure we're being as complete as possible. But I'm not going to hit everything in the world like I was doing earlier. I'm going to make sure I test the trouble spots, and we're going to do the best we can, but and then once we think we have it going, There we go. We took care of him already. Alright, thank you. Okay, so Markarth works okay. So no problem there. So, you know, we went most of the major towns. Let's pop down to Falkreath. Just to make sure. But I think we've gone to most of the major towns, so I'm going to start loading up the other mods, and let's do our little kind of run around the different towns and make sure everything's good. Alright. We're okay. I don't know why the guards there, they always look at each other like, oh, that's the player character. Are we going to interact with him? It's crazy. Poor old Conan, he has nothing to do. Alright, I think this is fine. I'm going to save here. We're going to go turn on some mods. I think this will be fast enough. There's no reason why I can't just take you with me. Oh, wait, this mod load. Oh, okay. I'll bring you back in a minute.
Roger that. Make it quick.
Alright, so we're here. Like I said, we got about 140 of 150 mods now. Because we have reduced some things. So let's just go in. We're going to turn on some of these mods and try them out. We'll even look at these again, like this one, but I don't think I like it very much. But let's just turn these on. I don't think you're going to see any big deal right here. I think we do this and everything will be fine. So I'm going to let that load. I'll do a reset and we'll come back. Hello, just your friendly neighborhood dragon here. Come on out. We've got some nice dragon eggs for you to try. Yes, we will sell our young for your breakfast. Yes, you'll have a big breakfast with big dragon eggs. You'll love it.